The Talanta Stadium, you see, the cost is 45 billion in present value. But it is important for Kenyans to know that Kenya actually took a loan of the book of 45 billion shillings. And do you know what? Now, we'll be servicing that debt using sports fund. Every month, 500 million shillings. In 15 years, a debt of 45 billion shillings, Kenya will pay an interest rate of 100 billion Kenya shillings. And therefore, the cost of the Talanta Stadium in Nairobi, the one you see on Gong Road, is not 45 billion. It is the most expensive stadium in the world. It will be 145 billion in the next 15 years. So I've been requesting the people who are dealing with our debt, no one anakuzuia kukopa, but please let us maintain, as we have done in the past, only one book of debt. And this issue, again, was just discovered in Kenya last year. Actually this year, 2025, since independence, we have never done securitization. We have never done those kind of boards. It is important that when we get a squeeze on the normal borrowing, let us not expose Kenya by opening other secret, illegal books of loans.
What happened? And I'll surmise it this way. See, it cost 500 billion.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
So the finance agreement said this. 90% comes from China, 10% comes from Kenyans. All right?
Mm-hmm.
The 10% triggers the 90%. So Kenyans, 10% of 500 is?
It's 50.
50B. Kenyans are to pay from their taxes 50B, and the Chinese will advance a loan of 450. Over 15 years, right? 3 years grace on interest. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That is the agreement signed.
On paper.
2 finance agreements. So we did an audit, like I've done with other debt. All right? So we just did an audit to see whether we got the money from China. All right?
Mm-hmm.
So the process was this. When construction happens, the company China Road and Bridge gives a certificate to Kenya Railways. Kenya Railways sends a certificate to Treasury. Treasury gives them 10% and then forwards the 90% to China Exim to pay. After we have paid our 10%. All right? That 10% grant from Treasury is called Self-Raising Finance Grant, Treasury, to Kenya Railways for the construction of SGR. So we just did the sum. Did we get the money from China?
No.
Check. Yes. We've seen the drawdown certificates, 450.
Came in.
Yes.
Hit the account.
It hit China Road and Bridges account, not our account. All right? Then, did we pay our 10%? We just did the sums. It's there in public records. It's called Self-Raising Finance Grant. So we just did the math. This year, how much? Next year, how much? It wasn't 50 billion.
Oh, no.
We paid 644 billion from the Treasury.
Oh, okay. Was it a system mistake?
No. 644. So Kenyans paid for that railway and more from their taxes. And yet we're still paying a loan of 450.
It is well.
Billion, of which to date is still 300 billion outstanding. So we paid China Road and Bridge for a contractual project of 500. We paid them 1.1 trillion. Does that make sense? So 600 billion and change above the contractual cost. So China Road and Bridge took our money and packed it for somebody. And that somebody, or those people, came and then said, oh, we are investing in expressway. China Road and Bridge comes and invests 100 billion.
Again.
But it's the same money. It's our money. It's the same money.
So
you've out of the 600 extra, you have washed 100. It's a laundry. See, now it's legitimate when you pay ticket. Yeah. But it's our money.
So is it paying for
And you still got
expressway?
500. Maybe they're investing in other parts of the world. So I think you need to understand this. No, it's phenomenal. You know, when you
I'm
talk these
getting angry.
figures,
I'm getting angry.
people can't conceptualize many times. But it's the reality of the problem we are facing.
So is it legal to pay for the expressway, sir? Is it legal that I pay?
Yeah. But it's your expressway.
So should it be?
So what
scrapped
happens
off?
at the end of the day, all right? One day,
It should be scrapped off.
no, one day we are going to take hold of it as a recovery of assets. Because the investment that went into it was our money. Yeah. All right. Then at the time you can say whether you're going to charge or not. But right now it is a private concern. So you need to understand what has been happening here the last 15 or so years.